So we are here to talk about that week 9, and after the week 9, the playoff picture for the NFL. Let's go talk about the Indianapolis Colts in first at 7-2. Here we have the Patriots in second at 7-2. There, Then we have the Broncos, our first and last. It would be the third seed. And we have Colts now have the best shot right now. And then you tied with the Patriots. If they win, and if the Colts win, they'll be 94. If they lose to the Falcons, they'll be 84. Patriots still have an 86% chance regardless. Play a good solid Tampa Bay team. If they win, they'll be 95. And then the Broncos, if they win, they'll be 92, which I don't see them losing on Thursday Night Football. The Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas, the better Raiders, I don't. Then you have the Pittsburgh Steelers. They play the LA Chargers. They win, they'll get big 74%, which they need that. The Bills, they beat Miami. They're almost in 97, which 99 would be the best you can be now. And 90, and then maybe 78% the Chargers are. If they lose, they're 57. They win, they're 79, which they need that because they need to stay in contention in the bubble. Because the Kansas City Chiefs are looking in. Then the Texans and the Jaguars are 79 or 58%. They win, they'll be 68. If they lose, they'll be 43. The Jaguars need that win against Houston. Can't see it. They're at 71% currently. The Texans, if they lose, they'll be 10%. If they win, they'll be 30. Now they're 20. In the NFC, just because the AFC North, they're 3-6, 3-5, and the Steelers are 5-3. So if they win, so if the Ravens lose, they'll be 41. If they win, they'll be 60, and if currently they'll be 53%. Bengals are pretty much out of it. That 3% chance. The Raiders are a 1% chance regardless what happens. If the Browns win over the Jets, the New Jersey Jets will be 3%. And then they'll be less than 1% if they lose. If the Dolphins and the Jets are less than 1%, regardless what happens. So then we have the NFC East. The Giants are pretty much out. It doesn't matter what pretty much happens. Saints, Giants. They're pretty much out. If they beat Detroit, they'll be at 8%. And if they lose, they'll be at 2%, which they're pretty much out then. If the Cardinals lose to Seattle, they'll be at 2%. And they'll be at 9%. The Cardinals will be at. If they win. I don't see that happening. I mean, that could be it, but I don't see it. Falcons, if they win, they'll be at 19%. If they lose, they'll be at 7%, which they don't want that. The Cowboys are at 5%, and yeah, I don't see them winning. I don't see them going anywhere. Now the Minnesota Vikings, if they win against Baltimore, they'll be 29%. If they lose, they'll be at 14%. And if the Panthers win, they'll be at 31% with the win over Saints. Right now they're at 25. Or Saints, if they lose, they'll be at 14. And then the Bears, if they lose to the New Jersey Giants, they'll be 15%. If they win, the Bears win, they'll be at 32%. If Detroit loses to Washington, they'll be at 63%. If they win, they'll be at 83. Now they're at 77. The Rams are pretty close. The 49ers, if they lose, they'll be 72. Right now they're 79. If they win, they'll be 90. The Rams are 87% if they lose. 93 right now. 96 if they win. If they lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, they'll be 75%. That's because of the NFC playoff picture. The Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions are behind them. And then if they win, they'll be 89%. If they lose, they'll be... Right now they're at 82, so... And the Seahawks, if they win, they'll be 91%. Not clinch. Not necessarily not clinch a spot yet, but they'll be 99%. As I say, guarantee a spot. And Yeah, and then the Seahawks will be at 76 if they lose to Arizona Cardinals. Seahawks. They'll be 85 currently, or at 91. If the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win, they'll be at 95%. If they lose, they'll be at 87. If they currently are at 91, still really good odds. If the Philadelphia Eagles lose to Green Bay Packers, they'll only drop 1%, 95. If they win, they'll be at 99%. So they'll be pretty much locked in at a playoff spot after week 9. They'll be guaranteed locked in. That's because they're not locked in mathematically, but their division is just not the greatest in New York NFC East, so they'll be pretty much in the playoffs. So that's it for the Week 9 picture as of week 9, 2025 season.